But in watching him come up, all I could relate to was my past. I'm like, this is the same thing, just in basketball.
Yeah.
This is it. And the only other difference was he was the number one pick. I was not the number one pick. Not at all. Not at all. But that's why the connection has always been there.
Mm-hmm.
And his power to stay true and not be ashamed of who he was, and his arrogance to like really buy into 200% about what he could bring to the table was the same thing that I like. That's what I've been feeling for like 8 years before he even came to. That's exactly the way I was living my life, exactly how I was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's younger than me, he validated all the feelings I had from a professional standpoint leading up to that point. So yeah, there was always a connection. Always. And even as he got into the league and we would see each other at times because we had a connection, because of the Slam days, because we were probably the first magazine, I think Sporting News put him on the cover, but he recognized us as the first magazine for putting him and doing a story on him as a cover story without even caring about what went on with the jail situation.
Right.
We're doing a story about you as a basketball player, dude, and us thinking you are the future of basketball. Because what we've seen you do, what we know you had the ability to do, we're doing a basketball story on you, a human story on you.
Mm-hmm.
Not a story on who we want the world to see you as or who the world already sees you as.
Right.
You a brother that can hoop his ass off. And, whatever went down at that thing, you served your time, you all good with us, let's go. We ain't even thinking about that. And when you are that person and somebody treats you like a human being, you connect with them. And that's where that connection came from. So that's why I have always been able to relate to that dude in a certain way. And I'm pretty sure, I don't want to speak for him, but I'm pretty sure if you ask him, he would say the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That he related to me in a different way because of that, because there were often times that throughout both of our careers, we would see each other as both being the unicorns in our profession.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to describe
it. Yeah. He trust him being much greater a unicorn than I can ever be in what he did, because that dude is, but I think he recognized me as being a unicorn, and we'd acknowledge that. Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, as I'm talking this through with you, I think it made my journey a lot easier to the degree that he was validating what I was going through and feeling on a much larger stage.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And I think it shaped what I was able to do, because I knew there weren't too many people in my industry, regardless of color. It had nothing to do with color. It had something to do with the type of person that he was. Mm-hmm. There were a lot of people in my industry that were not going to understand Allen Iverson or try to understand him. Or even if they did try to understand him, not understand why he was not changing. Mm. And I think because I was living that unapologetic life, that I felt compelled and almost overprotective to him, because I'm walking through that fire and I know what he's doing. I know the fire he's walking through, but it's on a much bigger stage. Mm-hmm. And to walk through that stage on an NBA level, on a public societal level, but also have to walk it with dealing with looking at your own kind in the media, not giving you the benefit of the doubt. That's a whole nother fire that I don't even understand.